Capsim Strategy to Win with Top Results, 999. Topic: How to Win Capsim Capstone 2025-2026, Full Walkthrough for R1 R3. Hand-waving introduction. Hello everyone. Welcome to this video on how to master the PD season and win Capsim Capstone with top results, even aiming for the perfect 999 score. If this is your first time hearing about Capsim, don't worry. I'll guide you step by step, and by the end of this video, you'll be more confident in making strategic decisions from round 1 to round 3. Also, if you want free support tools or help with round 1 and round 2, feel free to email me at winsimulation2012@gmail.com. I can send you Excel templates and reports to help you plan your entire game more effectively. Office Building Overview of Capsim Capstone. Capsim is an 8-round long-term business simulation game. In this game, you're managing a company that produces sensors, key components used in thousands of applications across industries. You compete against 5 other teams, either real or computer-controlled, and each team runs one company in the same industry. Each company starts with 5 products: traditional, low-end, high-end, performance, size. Each product belongs to one of the 5 market segments, and each segment has its own customer preferences. For example, low-end customers want cheap, stable products, while high-end customers demand innovation and newer models. Your task is to meet those demands by making smart decisions across 4 key areas: R&D, marketing, production, and finance. Bullseye Part 1, R&D, the foundation of winning strategy. Let's begin with R&D, research and development, the most critical decision in round 1. Why is R&D so important? Because customer preferences shift every round, especially in high-end, performance, and size segments. You need to reposition your products every year to follow the market trend, or your sales will drop. In round 1, your main job is to update product specifications, performance and size, plan future product launches, revision dates, set MTBF, mean time before failure, a measure of product durability. Pushpin tip: if you make a mistake in R&D now, it may take 2 to 3 rounds to fix, and you might lose the game early. Checkmark R&D best practices, round 1 to 3, update performance and size, right pointing arrow for each segment, increase performance and reduce size gradually. Right pointing arrow follow the drift rate in the industry conditions report. Right pointing arrow use Excel to simulate exact ideal coordinates for each round. Set proper launch date, revision date, right pointing arrow ideally, launch between June to September to maximize sales. Right pointing arrow products revised in January to May usually have low market exposure. Add new products, right pointing arrow you have 3 slots to introduce new products. Right pointing arrow best time to add, R1, launch in R3, or R2, launch in R4. Right pointing arrow focus on high growth segments like low end or high end. Example, low end segment has highest growth rate and large market size. So, adding a second low-end product early helps you dominate that space. Pushpin note: low-end customers prefer older products, 5 to 7 years old, so don't revise too often. Instead, revise once around round 3 or 7. Bar graph MTBF guidelines. MTBF equals product reliability, in hours. Choose values that match customer expectations, are close to competitors, are not too high, wastes cost, or too low, reduces appeal. Recommended range, 17,000 to 18,000 hours for most segments. Lightbulb special insight: if you mess up R&D in round 1, the fix will only show results by round 4. So think of R&D as a long-term investment, just like in real business. Money Bag Part 2, Marketing, how to drive sales and profit once your products are ready. The next step is marketing, the second most important decision. Marketing controls price, promotion budget, sales forecast, credit terms. Downward trend: how to set price. Use the Courier report to check the acceptable price range for each segment. For example, segment price range, USD, traditional 20 to 30, low-end 15 to 25, high-end 30 to 50. Bullseye: set your price close to top competitors, within customer preferred range. Aim for both sales volume and profit margin. Pushpin tip: don't go too cheap, you may gain sales but lose profit. Megaphone promotion and AMP, sales budget strategy. Start with $1,200 to $1,400 in round 1. Gradually increase by $200 per round, e.g. $1,600 in R2, $1,800 in R3. Don't overinvest early, save funds for later rounds. Why? In R1 R2, sales volume is limited. So, big ad spending won't bring much return. Save for when your product is well positioned and the market has grown. Numbers sales forecasting. Forecasting accurately is essential. If you forecast too high, you produce too much, you waste inventory, you lose profit. If you forecast too low, you miss potential sales, you underutilize production. Pushpin. Use courier report data from previous year, growth rate, and your R&AMP, D timing to predict sales volume. Adjust forecasts after each round. Receipt credit terms. Default credit terms equals 30 days. You can increase to 60 or 90 days to improve customer accessibility, but beware, longer credit terms increase sales, but also delay cash inflow and raise accounts receivable risk. Anti-clockwise arrows. Recap. Round 1 winning strategy summary. Let's summarize your round 1 game plan. 1. R&AMP, DO update all products to match customer demands. O add a new product, optional but powerful. O set correct launch dates. O choose MTBF values wisely. 2. Marketing. O set competitive prices within recommended range. O invest modestly in promo and sales budgets. O forecast sales carefully. O keep credit terms at 30 days for now. Brain extra tip, use tools to track and optimize. If you want to manage all 8 rounds effectively, you'll need a tool to simulate product positioning over time, revenue and cost forecasting, market share projection. Email. Send me an email at winsimulation2012@gmail.com, and I'll send you a free Excel tracking tool that many top teams use. This Excel helps you plan product revision points, pricing, MTBF, and even finance strategy, loans, capacity expansion, automation, etc. Pushpin. Final advice. Capsim is a simulation, but it's very close to real-world business management. Every decision impacts the next round. So, be strategic, not impulsive. Use data, courier and AMP, industry reports, every round. Think long-term, don't chase short-term wins. Even one good decision in round 1 can multiply your net profit by round 5 or 6. And one bad R&AMP, D mistake can cost you the game. Gift bonus, free support. If you're feeling stuck or want expert support, I offer free help for round 1 and round 2. If you like the result, I offer full 8-round support, with guaranteed top results, for only $60 USD. You only pay after round 2. Contact me via winsimulation2012@gmail.com. I've helped hundreds of students reach scores of 999 and win global competitions. Part 2. Until then, good luck with R&AMP, D and marketing. Make your first moves count. Win early, win strong. Welcome to this video lecture on how to master Capsim simulation with strategic decisions in marketing and production from round 1 to round 8. In this session, I'll guide you through proven methods that top-performing teams use to reach the maximum score of 999. Whether you're just starting out or trying to improve, this video is for you. Let's dive right in. Bullseye. Part 1. Marketing strategy. The key to winning rounds. Marketing decisions have a direct impact on your sales, customer satisfaction, and profitability. But here's something important: marketing is flexible. You can change prices and budgets from round to round, which makes it easier to fix mistakes quickly. However, if done right from the beginning, it gives your team a competitive edge throughout the game. Brain first, let's talk about accounts receivable. Offering customers more favorable credit terms, such as increasing payment days, can help boost sales. For example, you can set 30 days in round 1, increase to 35 days later, and even consider 46 or 61 days in rounds 3, 4, and 6. This tactic encourages more purchases. Bar graph. Next, the courier report is your best friend. You should download and analyze it every round. It gives you the number of units sold in each segment, competitor performance, pricing, and promotional efforts. Use this to calculate your sales forecast. Here's how you do it: take the number of units sold last round for each product segment. Multiply it by the segment's growth rate, e.g., traditional may grow around 2%, low-end faster, and high-end much faster. Then subtract your current inventory. Finally, add a 10% buffer to avoid stockouts. This gives you your production target, a figure that you'll input in the production module. Pushpin tip: it's better to slightly overproduce than underproduce. If you're out of stock, customers will buy from your competitors. But if you have a little extra inventory, it's okay, you can sell it in the next round or reduce production later. Downward trend pricing strategy: setting a good price is one of the most powerful tools you have. Your price should match customer expectations in each segment, found in the courier report. Stay close to, or slightly lower than, key competitors. One effective technique: lower your price by 50 cents each round to remain more competitive. Remember, each segment has different price sensitivities. Low-end customers prefer cheaper products. High-end customers focus more on performance and age. Loudspeaker promotion and sales budgets: promotion and sales budgets help build customer awareness and customer accessibility. In the early rounds, 1 to 3, keep the budget between $1,200 and $2,000. Once awareness and accessibility reach 1,400 points, you can start reducing the budget slightly to save costs. For example, in round 1, focus more on low-end or traditional by increasing their promotion to $2,000. But don't spend $2,000 on all segments, sales are still low early on. Smart spending equals better profits. Package summary of marketing tips: 1. Use the courier report every round. 2. Forecast sales by multiplying last round's sales by growth rate. 3. Set competitive prices, check competitors. 4. Adjust credit terms, accounts receivable. 5. Allocate promotion, sales budgets smartly. 6. Add buffer to production based on forecast. Marketing is not as rigid as R&D, you don't need to plan it for 8 rounds ahead. But if you manage it well, it significantly boosts your sales and margins. Factory Part 2, Production Decisions, from forecast to factory. Once marketing gives you a sales forecast, use that data to make production decisions. Your production numbers should come from right pointing arrow sales forecast, inventory plus 10% buffer. You'll enter this figure into the production schedule section. Let's say you sold 1,000 units of a product last round, expect a 10% growth, and have 100 units in inventory. Your production will be 1,000 by 1.1 to 100 plus 10% buffer equals approximately 1,110 units. This ensures enough stock and prevents lost sales due to stockouts. Building construction: managing capacity and automation. Now, let's talk about capacity and automation, 2 long-term investments that you must handle wisely. Capacity is the number of units your factory can produce. If you forecast higher demand, you must invest in capacity to meet that demand. The ideal capacity usage is around 150%. If usage is too low, sell capacity to save money. If too high, invest more to avoid bottlenecks. Hammer and wrench automation reduces labor costs but increases product changeover time. Higher automation equals lower labor cost equals higher profit. However, don't upgrade too fast. Increase automation gradually over 3 to 4 rounds. Remember, high automation also slows down R&D updates. Light bulb suggested automation levels: traditional, 8 to 10, low-end, 10, high-end, performance, size, 4 to 6 initially, then increase. New adding or retiring products: Capsim allows you to add new products or retire old ones. For example, add a second low-end product to gain more market share. Retire an underperforming product in performance or size. Make these decisions based on long-term strategy. It takes 1 to 2 rounds for new products to gain traction, so plan ahead. Abacus Sample Round Strategy. Round 1, focus on setting competitive prices, modest budgets, accurate sales forecast, and avoid overspending. Round 2, adjust based on courier report. Increase credit terms slightly to attract more buyers. Round 3 to 5, scale capacity if demand rises. Gradually upgrade automation. Round 6 to 8, optimize for efficiency. Maximize profit by trimming promotion if awareness is already high, but continue investing in products with the most growth potential. Outgoing mail: need help? If you're stuck in round 1 or round 2, I offer free support to help you get started. Just send your login to email@imbahelp2002@gmail.com, email embasm1999@gmail.com. Once you're confident, you can continue with our support package for all 8 rounds, including guaranteed top results. Final thoughts. How to reach 999 score. Capsim is not just about maximizing profit in one round. It's about building a sustainable strategy across 8 rounds. Start strong, make data-based decisions, invest wisely, and monitor competitors every round. Remember, always read the Courier report. It holds 90% of what you need to win. So stay sharp, apply what you've learned today, and dominate Capsim like a pro. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Capsim strategies. And as always, play smart, think long-term, and aim for that perfect score. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next round. Part 3: How to win Capsim 2025-2026 with a long-term strategy. Top score 999. Hi everyone, welcome to this lecture on winning Capsim business simulation with a long-term strategy that brings consistent success across all 8 rounds. My goal is to walk you through the key decisions, from production and HR to finance, starting with round 1, where every choice sets the foundation for future victories. Let's begin with production, one of the most crucial decisions, even though it appears third in the decision menu. Factory 1. Production strategy, rounds 1 to 8. In round 1, we typically increase automation for existing products. For instance, increase automation by 1.0 point for your first product, and around 6.5 points for the second one, especially in low-end or traditional segments. For the third and fourth products, you can either maintain or gradually upgrade automation depending on cash flow. If you're introducing a new product, focus on the low-end segment first, as it offers stable sales with predictable pricing. When launching this new product, consider setting automation to around 5 or 6, based on your available investment. Wrench key production actions include calculating production based on sales forecast plus existing inventory, adding new capacity where needed, especially for new products, updating automation gradually, not too much in round 1, selling surplus capacity in round 1 for segments like traditional or high-end. Remember, rounds 1 to 3 are the best time to invest in production upgrades. From round 4 onward, you'll start seeing returns from those investments. A good long-term automation target could be 10, 6, 6, 6 for your products, but do it step by step. Early investment leads to checkmark lower labor costs in later rounds, checkmark more efficient production, checkmark higher profits in rounds 5 to 8. Busts in Silhouette 2. Human resources strategy. While HR may seem less urgent, it has a major long-term impact on product quality and labor efficiency. Capsim allows you to invest in 2 HR levers: recruiting spend, up to $5,000 per round, training hours, up to 80 hours. Lightbulb strategy tip: in rounds 1 to 3, you can invest moderately, recruitment, $3,000 to $5,000, training, 30 to 40 hours. From round 4 onward, if sales and profits are strong, ramp up to the maximum, recruitment, $5,000, training, 80 hours. The result: checkmark higher worker productivity, checkmark lower defects and faster production, checkmark cost savings in later rounds. Investing early in HR may seem expensive, but it pays off by round 6 to 8 when your labor efficiency becomes a competitive advantage. Note 3. Financial strategy. Managing capital effectively. Finance in Capsim isn't just about survival, it's about fueling your growth in the first half of the game and maximizing shareholder value in the second half. In rounds 1 to 3, your company likely won't generate enough internal cash. So you need to raise external capital. You have 3 tools: issue stock, take long-term loans, use short-term debt, only in emergencies. Checkmark strategy for early rounds: issue stock to fund investments in production, marketing, and R&D. Take long-term loans to build capacity and launch new products. Avoid dividends and retiring debt in the early game. Focus on growth. Lightbulb suggested actions for round 1 to 3: max out stock issuance, as allowed. Use long-term loans confidently. Only use short-term debt if you're at risk of running out of cash. Additionally, adjust your accounts receivable (AR) policy. Increase to 41 to 46 days in early rounds to improve customer experience and increase sales. From round 6 to 8, reduce AR gradually to speed up cash flow by round 7 or 8. When you're generating high profits, retire long-term loans, consider paying dividends, possibly buy back stock to boost share price. This shift from growth mode to value return mode is key to maximizing your final score. Brain 4. R&D strategy, research and AMP, development. R&D decisions affect product positioning, customer satisfaction, and long-term competitiveness. For each segment, traditional, low-end, high-end, performance, size, adjust product specs gradually toward customer expectations using the ideal position data from the Courier report. Don't move products too far in one round, or you risk high R&D costs and late releases. Light bulb R&D tip, keep R&D spending balanced and focused, upgrade 1 to 2 products per round to keep up with changing segment criteria, launch new products early, round 1 or 2, so they gain traction by round 4. New products take at least 2 rounds before they bring in meaningful sales. That's why starting early is key. Bar graph example, round 1 forecast and outcome. Let's look at round 1's estimated financial results. Even if everything is set optimally, don't expect high profits immediately. A net profit margin of 2 to 5% in round 1 is realistic. As long as you generate some profit and positive contribution margin, you're on the right track. Let's say, revenue, $148 million, net profit, $5 million, contribution margin, 28%, stock price, solid growth, market share, leading your competitors. These are great indicators. The simulation mimics real-world business. So initial rounds are about laying the foundation, not maximizing profit. From rounds 4 to 8, you can target 20 to 30% net profit margin, higher contribution margins, rapid stock price growth. Location flag round by round focus summary. Let's wrap this up with a round by round focus. Rounds 1 to 2, invest heavily, capacity, automation, R&D, issue stock and take long-term loans. Launch at least 1 new product. Keep profit positive but don't focus too much on net margin. Rounds 3 to 4, continue production and HR investment. Build brand awareness through promotion. Track inventory and demand closely. Begin optimizing sales forecast. Rounds 5 to 6, maximize HR spending. Fine-tune automation and capacity. Improve financial ratios. Start preparing to retire debt. Rounds 7 to 8, shift focus to maximizing stock price and net profit. Retire long-term loans, buy back stock or pay dividends if profitable. Solidify market leadership and prepare final reports. Bullseye final tips to win. Checkmark long-term mindset is key. Don't expect big wins in round 1. Checkmark invest early, especially in capacity, HR, and automation. Checkmark use data from Courier reports every round. Checkmark monitor competitors but stay focused on your strategy. Checkmark adjust sales forecast plus inventory every round. Checkmark check financial summary and AMP, emergency loans every time. If you follow this 8-round strategy carefully, you can absolutely hit a 999 final score and lead your team to victory in Capsim 2025 or 2026. Beach Balloon. If you have any questions or want free support for round 1 or 2, feel free to email me at emailwinsimulation2012@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and I wish you good luck and great success in your Capsim simulation.